Hi everyone. So I recently made a long-term review of this S23 and I also mentioned I had to de-bloat this phone to get the best out of it, but I did not mention how I do that. So in this video, I'm going to format my phone and set up the phone from scratch so that you will know that what I do, what sort of settings I change, what apps I uninstall. I am not going to use any advanced method that is mentioned by XDA developers. So I'm just going to use everything on my phone so that it'll be easier for you as well. That's how I use my phone. I used to do de-bloating using the system adb command. I mean, if you don't want to know, that's okay. But I don't do that anymore. I'm going to keep it simple. So let's start. So now let's start first with the backup. So I am using my SSD. You can use any hard drive if you want. SSD is a little bit faster. You can also take a backup on your USB pen drive as well. So all you need to do is just connect your phone with the hard drive and open the Smart Switch app. Here you can just click on this and you can just see the option backup too. So I usually do on USB storage. It will take just a second. So I don't have a lot of data here. It's just 11.53 GB. So it will take around 34 minutes. So let me just do that. The WhatsApp data will not be transferred, so you have to back up that on the cloud. But let's do it. Everything else will be backed up, even your apps data as well. It did not take as much time. I think it just took 5 minutes. So now everything is backed up. All I need to do is just unmount my drive, which is done. We will use it later if we need it, but we are going to do the setup from the scratch. I'm very clumsy. Anyway, yeah. So let's delete everything from the phone. Just do the reset. We'll do the factory data reset. Yeah, it takes a lot of time for me to set up the phone, but this is what it is. So now we're going to start from the scratch. Let me just set up the phone. Remember this, everything that is optional, you don't need to select. So make sure you don't accept everything. I don't want to send my diagnostic data. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just only agreeing to with like which this button should be available. That's it. So I'm not setting up from any other device. You can do it as you want. You can just copy the data and the apps, but note the settings. So just skip this one. I'm sorry for the brightness. I cannot control it before I set this up. So it's up to you. What do you want to select? I usually unselect the diagnostic data, but Wi-Fi and location I usually accept. I can set up the password and everything later. Skip. So this is also a main page where you need to select what you want. I usually do not select anything from this. I only install when I need something, but by default, I don't install anything. I usually log in my Samsung account, so I copy my settings there in case I want it if I'm not backing up from any hard drive. But you can skip it for now. It totally depends. That's the only thing my Samsung account is used for. I don't even use Samsung Pay anymore. I use the Google Pay. So you can skip this if you want. You don't need to sync the data. That's perfectly fine. Just skip it. So it's up to you. What do you want to select? I usually deselect all of this. I don't want anything from Samsung services for now because most of them are just like this smart suggestion, customization service, continuous service. You don't need it. The nearby device scanning you can turn on later when you want to send data to some Samsung device, but you don't need it as of now. So please deselect all of this. I keep the dark profile always. That saves around 20 to 30% battery most of the times. But I know a lot of people like light profile. We cannot do anything about it. But for best battery life, you need to do the dark mode. And everything is set here. Yeah. The gestures are not enabled by default. So that's a little bit weird for me. So the first thing I will do is go into the display setting. Where is so navigation bar? I like the swipe gestures, so that's how we do it. I usually hide the button on the keyboard. It's up to you, but that's just me. So now I have the gestures done. Now I go to my wallpaper and style. A lot of people ask me like how I get those palettes. So I go to the color palette. I just select anything I want depending upon the wallpaper I have. So I select like this and I also apply them to the palette because a lot of people ask me which icon pack I'm using. I don't use anything. This is the default you can get from the Samsung itself. So now you'll be able to see all of those things here. Now I set up my screen. I clean it mostly. You can also turn off the Google Discover because most of the time it's not useful for a lot of people. If you use it, that's okay. But now I've been turning it off because I don't share data with Google. So my history is not shared with them. So first I do is just remove the folder so that everything I can see is just in front of me. So this is what I'm doing. Then I go and sort it by the alphabetic order so that I can see everything in front of me. The first thing I delete is the Facebook. This app takes a lot of data, it runs in background and eats a lot of battery. I hate it. I don't do it. So now these are basic apps like Airtel, Bixby. I usually, if I can't uninstall anything, I will disable it. I don't use Bixby. I'm just going to disable it. The Galaxy Store, I don't use it. I only use Play Store, so I don't even open it because when you open it, it'll ask you for the permission that it needs to do something. I don't do it. I don't continue. I usually turn it off. I don't need it. So it's up to you whether you want to use it. I don't. Gallery is there. Game launcher. I don't need it. I disable it. OneDrive, I don't use it. I can just disable it. So anything that you do not use and cannot uninstall, just disable it so that it doesn't run in the background. Now this is photos, Play Store setting, smart switch, smart tutor. I don't need it. Anyway, I cannot delete it for now. Let's see. Tips, I'm deleting it. YouTube music, I don't use it. I uninstall it. So this is how my setup looks like. Now I installed the apps I needed, but apart from that, this is a very clean setup right now. The next thing I usually change, which doesn't have anything to do with battery, but I usually set up it here. So I use the adaptive battery and I change the settings here, which is the quick button layout. I usually show the brightness, show always, which I like because I can just manage the battery here. And you can do the adaptive brightness accordingly you want. I usually turn it on. That also saves battery for me. Now let's go to the setting and go to the battery and change things if we want to. I don't remember what I do anymore. So let's open the more battery setting. I usually keep the adaptive battery on. I also like to keep the light profile on. I think this is the best setting Samsung has provided. So in this, it won't use the highest score. It will use the efficiency score unless you're doing the gaming. So for me, it works perfectly fine. It doesn't heat up the phone because it doesn't need that much power. But if you want to keep it on standard, it will make slightly more heating, but it totally depends upon you. I like to keep it on light and it works perfectly fine. And if you haven't tried it, please try it. It does make a lot of difference. So apart from that, I usually keep my battery percentage on, fast charging. Everything else is on. You can turn it off. I don't usually keep it because I charge my battery to 100% and I bring it down to 25 at best. Then I charge it again. If you do it, you can save the battery for the longer term. But for now, as this small phone, you might not be able to use it properly. So I would suggest keeping it off. That's how I do it. And that's it, more or less. I don't think there's anything else. Let me see. The background app usage, I keep it on. A lot of apps I don't use will automatically go to sleeping, and if I need it, I can turn it off. So yeah, that's about it. This is the cleanest setup you can do on Samsung, and you can tell me like how it works for you. Let me just delete this app. Oh, that app was not installed. That's why I was not able to uninstall it, but now I can uninstall it. So that's the only apps I have by default. And now the apps that I'm going to use, I'm going to install it. Let me also show you how to restore the data. So now I'm going to connect my hard drive and see if we can set up the phone right now using Smart Switch. So if I go to Smart Switch, I have to give all the permissions. Sure. So if I go on this, I can see that I have a data for 5th July. And if I click on it, I need to sign into Samsung account. Let me just do it. While setting up the Samsung account, you can still see anything that is optional, do not select. So I only select these terms that we need to do and the privacy information, more, and agree. That's it. Now, if I click on it, I will be able to see everything that I want to do and restore everything. So if you want to do that, I will just do it, everything next. So now it will set up the phone and it will keep it the way it was. So with that, you will be able to delete all the unnecessary app and restore your phone from the hard drive. Let me know if this video was useful to you, and if you actually enjoyed it, please like the video. Do share if there is any difference after doing all of those settings. My name is Rohit. I'll see you in the next one. Till then.